Talking about more activities taking place, not necessarily this weekend, but it seems to be, for the holidays, so many different things happening in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is actually the Phoenix Walkathon fundraiser. So it's for a good cause, and you'll understand why when we start talking about it. And I'd like to welcome this morning to discuss what's going to be happening next week, Saturday, on the 22nd to be exact, Jacinto Martinez, who is the Vice President, Sales and Marketing of Sagicor. Good morning.
Good morning, Ria, and good morning to Trinidad and Tobago.
Pleasure to have you. And, of course, Lisa Ghany of the Down Syndrome Family Network. Morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Ria. And
Glad
good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Well. The Phoenix Walkathon fundraiser. Yeah. What is this all about?
It's the Sagicor Phoenix Walk Run 2017. We're actually in the second year of the Sagicor Phoenix Walk Run. It's a one-lap Savannah walk or run, deciding on what you wish to do. It's Saturday the 22nd of April, starting at 6 p.m., but the warm-up is at 5:30, so it's an evening walk.
So it's going to be cool.
It's going to be nice and cool.
Nice.
So who can get involved in this?
Or anybody, Trinidad and Tobago.
How do we register?
We register via on raceroster.com, raceroster.com.
Okay. Why is this happening? Why is this taking place? It's
Well,
a fundraiser, so
it is a fundraiser, and we support the Down Syndrome Family Network and the Dyslexia Association of Trinidad and Tobago for this one.
Okay, so is it that that you support different associations?
Yeah, every year you do a different...
Somebody different.
Yeah.
So this year is Dyslexia and Down Syndrome Association. Lisa, tell us about the Down Syndrome Network and their involvement in this.
Well, the Down Syndrome Family Network was formed 6 years ago. It's a network that supports persons with Down syndrome and their families. And, well, we do our own activities annually. We have our conference, which we just finished, which was for World Down Syndrome Day, a very successful conference where we focus on inclusion and we focus on the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities as well, and how we can advocate for Trinidad and Tobago to effectively make change within society to include persons with disabilities, not only with Down syndrome. So, of course, as an NGO and an organization that depends a lot on funding from corporate Trinidad and Tobago, and, of course, from, fundraising activities that we also host during the year, we're really very, very appreciative that Sagicor has come on board with us to assist us, this year with the financial part of running the organization.
And it's, is it something that the Down Syndrome Network has done in previous years, or is this the first year that it's actually taking place?
Well, as Jacinto said, this is the second year that they're doing this particular activity, and they choose charities that they're going to support annually. So this year would be the first time that Sagicor is partnering with the Down Syndrome Family Network. But what I would say is that Sagicor has assisted the Down Syndrome Family Network throughout its, the last 6 years in small ways, and every little bit counts. And, as NGOs, I think what we try to look for is more for partnerships than for, someone who will just give us a financial contribution, because there are many other ways that corporate Trinidad and Tobago can support the cause of NGOs. For instance, we have 2 other companies right now that have actually employed persons with Down syndrome. And they did it first as a mentorship program, and then it worked so very well that they actually kept the young people on. And of course, this is what we really are all about, because we want our kids to grow up and be able to live independent lives. And in fact, we started the conversation with Sagicor, and we hope that maybe, this is another way in which we could partner with them after the race.
And for a longer standing relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Now, it is a fundraiser, so how is it exactly that funds are going to be raised?
Well, the registration fee, there's a registration fee of $70 plus a small processing fee. So obviously the money that is used for registration will be used, is going to go to the
can people come on the day itself and register, or it has to be done
registration
before?
stops on the 20th of April, which is 2 days before. And as I say, last year we had registration via the offices.
Okay.
But people complained a lot about that, and so we decided to go full online
Okay.
registration.
Is there a cutoff number for how many people you're taking to
Well,
walk
last year
run?
we had about 2,500 registered people, and I think the police gave a figure of somewhere in the vicinity of around 4,000 at the end of it. This year we're possibly hoping to get 4,500 to 5,000 people.
Okay.
So we really invite in Trinidad and Tobago, all our clients, our friends, family, everybody come out. It's going to be a nice evening. You know, there's going to have a lot of activity as well. So you're going to have light shows, you're going to have tassa, you're going to have some rhythm sections, and we have a few techie friends who promised to put on a show for us as well.
That sounds interesting, techie friends. Is it going to be like at the end of it a stage setup with entertainment, or it's just
Yes,
throughout?
yes. So we start at Victoria Avenue,
Right.
And we go around the Savannah, clockwise, and then we finish back at Victoria Avenue. Of which all the activity is going to happen there. But there's going to have activity happening around the Savannah as well.
Give us an idea of what's going to be happening as people run around. I know you mentioned tassa, a few other things.
Yeah, so the light shows are going to happen from Sagicor building coming right around the Savannah.
Okay.
So it's a full lap around the Savannah. In addition to that, we also have an actual race. So we're going to have some of the elite runners going to be running, and they're going to try to break the 20-minute mark going around the Savannah.
To run?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it's going to take me to run around the Savannah, boy. Nah, it takes me longer than that. Come to think of it, it takes me longer.
It takes me between 30 and 35 minutes.
Yes,
so
mine is
It takes a lot. It takes, yeah. I think most people take about 30 minutes.
Well, the elite runners, they do it in between 12 minutes.
Would, yeah.
12 to some of them are really good. I was amazed last year that I think the person who came in first was like within 12 to 15 minutes.
Wow, that's fast.
So it's very
that's like
fast.
half our time.
Yes, it's the marathon runners and so on do it really quickly.
Yeah. Are there any prizes or anything, or just for
absolutely.
fun?
No. We have prizes as well. And everybody will also receive a jersey. They'll receive a medal for participating, and
everybody's receiving a medal.
Everybody's receiving a medal, but you come first or you come down at the end.
Dead lads.
Yeah. All right.
Just do that, you know.
And a water bottle.
Yeah. Oh, you get a water bottle as well. So,
great.
and you get that at the beginning of the race. So you have.
Yes.
And of course, there would be stations set up for water.
Station set up for water as usual. Yeah.
So. When it ends at Victoria Avenue, it starts at Victoria Avenue, it ends at Victoria Avenue.
And then the excitement begins.
Yes, I want to hear about that some more. That is what I want to delve into, get the juicy bits of that.
It's going to be a surprise. It's surprises. You got to come, Maria.
Yeah. And what we want to do is ask people who want to walk and advocate for Down syndrome, we want to ask them to wear their lots of socks. That was a really exciting campaign that we ran for World Down Syndrome Day. And so if you're walking for Down syndrome, please put on your lots of socks and wear that. And, you know, because we want to have our crew, our posse as well walking. So you register as normal and just put on your socks, and we know, you know, that you're supporting the cause.
I just love that lots of socks. It's adorable. And I saw so many people this year doing it as well. And I think more and more people are getting on board with it as they learn more about it and understand what it's about. It was all over.
The schools in particular, they really went all out with the Lots of Socks campaign. And I think, you know, that was amazing because you have to start with the children. Yeah. And once you start creating awareness and inclusion and acceptance at that age, you know, you really have a better society. You know, you don't wait till you're an adult, and because sometimes we talk to adults and say they don't know anything about Down syndrome. They think that it happens after you're born. They think that you could catch it. They think, you know, it's amazing the stories that you get. So, you know, teaching the children, and most of the schools who did the campaign actually did like an assembly or some sort of a, activity where the children had to do a project and find out about, you know, persons with disabilities. So that's an excellent start.
Do you think that you mentioned a couple Down syndrome children or adults now, I would assume, who are now employed. Do you still think that it's as difficult as it used to be for people with Down syndrome to be employed in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes.
Specifically, I want to talk specifically Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because the school system in Trinidad is not an inclusive model, and therefore they don't have individual education plans and curriculum as we speak. It's supposed to be like that, but it's not. And very few schools are actually employing that type of model. So you can't expect that after someone has not been socialized and not been given that opportunity, that they're going to all of a sudden at 18 be able to go into a workplace and perform.
Yeah.
So that I think now that the focus is on inclusion and on trying to get more and more schools involved in trying those models, and we have some schools, Dunross is doing it, some of the public schools are also accepting children in as well. And we always say that it starts to in the home with the parents.
Yes.
And so that, you know, we need to support our parents more and encourage them and show them what the potential of their child is, you know.
Great. So this is taking place. It's the Phoenix Walk Run.
Phoenix Walk Run
fundraiser.
One lap around the Queen's Park, Savannah.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Saturday, the 22nd of April at 6 p.m. Remember, warm-up starts at 5:30, and we'll have a very energetic warm-up.
Oh, that sounds very aerobic-y.
That's to get the blood flowing.
Of course, you need to, because you don't want to cramp up halfway and then it's like, how am I going to make it around the other half?
One lap.
It's like I just walked like 10 feet. So warm-up is very important.
Yeah, am I there yet?
Exactly. So thank you both very much. And remember, you can register online. So that is actually how it's being done. So be sure to register online. It's just $70 registration. Remember, it is a fundraiser for the Dyslexia Association as well as the Down Syndrome Family Network. It's for a great cause, and thank you, Sagicor, for being a part of it as well as they continue doing great work in Trinidad and Tobago. Jacinto Martinez and, of course, Lisa Ghany. Thank you both very much, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Have a
and
lovely
same to you. Happy Easter to you as well.
Happy Easter as well.